Well, I guess tell us a little bit about how excited you are to sign here for a long time.
I know, extremely excited. It's staying over there. It's just a great tight-knit community. Just getting to know your neighbors, stuff like that. It's good for the family, and just that's something I can really appreciate, being close with your neighbors and the community around you.
What was it about maybe the direction of the team and the year you had here? It was all kind of new. You embraced it, and it really worked for you. So what is it now about maybe the direction that this group's going and how you want to be a big part of it?
Yeah, I think people again they harp on stuff like the culture and the willingness to win and want to get better, stuff like that. I think that's it's a key to me is being around guys and a team that every day they're competing, they're working, they want to get better regardless of what else is going on or regardless of the results. So I think that was extremely important, just wanting to surround yourself in a community or culture like that.
Why were you able to take such a big step? I mean, from our standpoint, it seemed like you really just had a natural fit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think part of it is like just the way we play, especially. But again, to bring it back is just I think I can thrive in a competitive atmosphere, where we play our style of hockey. I think I'll keep on elevating, especially being able to play that style of hockey.
I'm in last year. You got to establish yourself, prove yourself to your teammates and fans a little bit. And now you've signed this contract. Does this change your role? Like, does it make you feel like you're more part of the core?
Yeah, for sure, right? You gotta establish yourself, like you said I did, and then bring it every single season, and help the young guys especially become part of that kind of system and atmosphere. So yeah, definitely.
You were. It's not that long ago that you were one of the young guys, and now if you look at the way this team may go over the next year or two,
yeah,
you're gonna have a very different.
No, exactly, and that's bringing it to guys like I was saying before. It's comes right from the captain, and then a lot of those older guys really help you out. So great example like a Raz or a Weeks, like those ultra competitive guys. They're bringing it, they're all, and they're preparing their best for every single game, and it really rubs off on the younger guys.
What made you comfortable with signing a 6-year deal, and what kind of show of faith do you see it from the organization giving you 6 years?
I think it's it's awesome to have that kind of confidence from the organization, GM, and everything. I think for me personally, being part of a system, again, atmosphere, culture, where it's just you want to get better. I think this team is, it's going to excel. It's going to keep on getting better. You're going to get some younger pieces coming in, and I think we can keep on pushing forward.
Was there a point last season where you went, okay, this is the place I want to be long term?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was within the first couple months. I felt like. Just in the city, it just feels comfy. It's not too overwhelming or anything. And again, it's meeting your neighbors, going out talking to them, stuff like that, and just really enjoying the community aspect of life here.
Obviously here, like physically right now, so you've decided to spend the summer largely in Calgary. Why did you want to do that?
Well, part of it is, especially with my kid coming, it was setting up home base. But then, we're hanging out the first couple of weeks. I remember like a month ago, there was that, we got like 29 degrees, just sunny every day for like a week or two. And I'm like, okay, I can hang out here for like no problem. This is actually pretty beautiful, going to Banff and stuff. Nice dry heat, yeah.
Is it nice after largely staying in the city in the winter to see what it's like at its best?
For sure. And you're like, holy smokes. Yeah, it gets beautiful here.
Kevin, watching the playoffs, and you mentioned young guys through the draft this weekend, what did watching the playoffs do for you, knowing that you guys had lots of positives but fell just short, and then to kind of watch that postseason and as you apply it to your own immediate future?
Yeah, watching those playoffs, you see that team that's successful. They're Florida Panthers. They're just they're gritty, hard forechecking team that's just going to grind you to a nub, and our style of play, I felt like, was similar to that in certain respects. How we're just going to get pucks deep. We're going to grind you down. We're going to forecheck hard. We're going to be physical. Like, we're going to compete. And they got some extremely skilled players. But you're able to build that kind of base of the pyramid. I think that's huge, right? So just learning from that. You got Florida Panthers. You got like a physical, highly skilled, excellent forechecking team that plays with extreme grit. And, you know, there was a couple, especially against the Leafs, it's just like they just ran out of gas against them. They just grinded them down until they just had nothing in the tank. So I think, you know, building the base of the pyramid, something hopefully similar to that is, I think that could be huge.
I know you guys take pride in sort of building a culture here and, you know, establishing the way you guys need to play. I guess, you know, yesterday we talked to Cole Reshny, and he was mentioning that, you know, how much he liked the playing style you guys have, the identity you guys have. Is it, I guess, after all the work you guys put in last year, sort of establishing that and starting to get in that direction, is it, I guess, exciting to hear your draft picks recognize that?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that's where you start the identity, right? Like, I remember when I got traded here, people were like, oh, like, you know, how are the Flames going to do, like, not sure kind of thing. And it was unbelievable. I come into that first meeting, you know, I don't know anybody, and I forget if it was, you know, Husk or if it was Connie, but, like, one of the first things that was said, might have been in the first sentence, is, like, this team right here, like, our goal is to make playoffs. Like, there's nothing else in our mindset. It's like, we're going to make playoffs this year. And we, like, every single day throughout the year was, we need to win every single game. We want to make playoffs. We want to make playoffs. So just coming to that first meeting, I was like, I like this. Like, this is, you know, this is win all the time, win now. So, yeah.
You obviously formed a great partnership with Raz Sanderson this year. You've got your contract done. He's got contract stuff sort of ongoing. Is that just stuff that you guys don't talk about?
Yeah, no, I mean, if he was around, I'd probably want to talk to him about it. Sometimes just pick his mind on it, obviously. But I haven't really reached out regarding something like that, right? But you know, I love the guy to death. He's a amazing competitor. Like, he's one of those guys that's just a little chippy, little ratty guy. You know, amazing competitor, and he's going to show up every day and try to win.
We're not used to guys signing here long-term and wanting to stay, but Coronado makes that statement by signing his deal. Now you make a statement by signing yours. What is that statement?
I mean, that statement is, again, like, I'm going to reiterate, it's, you know, every day guys want to win, guys want to compete. You know, that's a guy that, like, he's playing with a little bit of an edge too, and he's, you know, putting all those points and goals up. I think he had a fight this year too. So it's great to see. I forget who it was against, but remember I went up to him. It's like, nice. Like, it's good to see that. It's refreshing.
But I mean, in terms of, like, you know, you want to be here, and you know, there's a perception that people don't want to be in Calgary long term. I feel like that's changing, and you're symbolic of it.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like, knowing Mattias, like, another guy, like, he has that community around him now, and he's established those relationships in the town and stuff like that. And you know, it's really easy to start liking it, especially when you're just setting up those relationships. You have that community around you and stuff.
Now that you know you're going to be here long term, like on the drive in, did you check the progress of the arena, see how it's coming along?
It's always just like one level at a time. You see the basement's ready, and then the main floor. Yeah, sometimes I try to snoop my head in. It's all blocked in. Yeah.